Hi, Gretchen here. Thanks so much for joining in. I'm going to be real fast, but I just wanted to jump on and kind of wrap up this series that we've been doing based on Brendon Burchard's book, The Charge. And if you guys have been tuning into my other videos or blogs, we've talked about different ways that we can get kind of that charge back in our life, because as busy moms, it's so easy to just succumb to the everyday grind and not really think about living life to the fullest. And we talked about some different ideas that Brendon Burchard offers for getting that charge back. We talked about, making new friends by expanding your peer circle. We talked about traveling. We've talked about exploring your own community with local events or going to the movies. We talked about the dining tour. We talked about controlling your mindset and what you're exposing yourself to. We also talked about just ways to get that spark back in your life. But guys, the thing is, none of this really matters if you don't take the first step. So that's what I want to talk about today, is if you've gotten anything out of any of my blogs or videos, just pick one thing that you can act on this week. If you write it in your calendar, whether it's something that you're going to start doing daily or not doing daily, or if it's something, that you're going to go out to eat once a week, or maybe it's once a month, just find something that you can actually implement, but just one thing, and do it this week. My husband and I went to this awesome kind of one-day seminar today with Dr. Alan Hunt from Dynamic Catholic. If you ever get a chance, I highly recommend. He was just a very dynamic speaker. And similar to what we've been talking about, the seminar was on finding your greatness. And he gave us 4 steps on how we can kind of, rediscover our own greatness. And at the very end, he gave us a handout, and it had 4 different quadrants, and a quadrant for each of the steps that he had presented. And in each quadrant, it had some little ideas of things you can do. And he said, for the next 45 days, what I want you to do is pick out just one thing, one little step, and do it consistently for 45 days. And I thought that was so applicable to what we've been talking about, I mean, as moms, I feel like we're all, we try to be overachievers and we try to do everything. And then we get so overwhelmed that we end up doing nothing. So instead of trying to do it all, let's pick something very small, very reasonable, and commit to doing it for the next 45 days, like through the end of June. And maybe it's as small as reading, a page a day. At the end of 45 days, that's still 45 pages that you've read. Or maybe it's, just going to one new restaurant a month. It doesn't have to be a week, maybe a month. Still, over the course of the year, you will have tried 12 new restaurants. So my challenge for you today, as we wrap up the series of how to get out of a funk, which I don't know about you, I definitely get in them from time to time, is to pick something. It doesn't matter how big or how small or what it is, but pick one thing that you can implement today and start doing it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I really, really enjoyed spending this time with you and kind of going through the book again for my own benefit as well. I know every time I look at it, I learn something new. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next series. Take care and have a blessed day.